I never planned on making YouTube videos beyond the music video that I uploaded to this channel, but something happened recently that has forced me to move to YouTube. Prior to this, I was a TikTok influencer and I gained quite a following because I had shared a lot about my career paths and really was just, I think, a model of free speech and free education in our world. And I thought that TikTok was a great platform for that. I was gaining quite a lot of traction, but it's become very abundantly clear in the last few days that was not true. My live recently, I was banned from going live for 7 days because of apparently I was saying hateful things, and I never did anything like that. I did say that I hate Irish people, but I wouldn't consider that to be hate speech because I was simply sharing what I think all of us are thinking, which is something that I've continued to do and have done for all my career on TikTok. So I do think that I'm being used as a scapegoat, that I am being accused of doing things by TikTok that I never done, such as that. And also that TikTok, I refer to TikTok now as big TikTok, similar to big pharma, because I think that they have an all-encompassing control of not only their platform and their creators and the work that they make, but also my life. I think that TikTok has orchestrated and pulled the strings in many kind of aspects of my life to get me to join the platform, build my livelihood and career around it, and then to take it away. So it all started when I was born, which was quite a few years ago. When I looked at baby pictures of me, or pictures from my birth, not even baby pictures, newborn pictures of me, shortly after I was delivered, I noticed in the background in the room was a man in a dark suit and sunglasses. And he had on his lapel a pin. And I didn't recognize what the symbol was at the time when I was looking through the photos. This was maybe about 5 years ago I was looking through the photos, but it looked like a music note. And I didn't know exactly what that was. I didn't make any sort of connection there. Fast forward a couple of years, when I was in middle school, I was playing in the yard, as children do. And I have always been very athletic. I was a D1 runner in high school, and as well as a D5 runner in college. So I've always been an athlete. And I was basically running in circles like I always do. I like to do laps around the backyard over and over again for a couple hours. And so I was running in circles, and a man appeared in the backyard in a suit, glasses. I now, after looking at my baby photos, realized that it was the same man. And he had that same pin. And he said to me, "You're going to be a star. We're going to make you a star, whether you like it or not." And I didn't know what that meant. I started screaming for my parents. My parents came, and by the time they came out, he was gone. Again, fast forward another couple years, and it was graduation, and high school graduation. And I was super excited. It was an amazing day. Really, really looked forward to it. High school was incredibly easy for me because I have superior intelligence. Again, something that I've shared many times and made very clear in TikTok, which I think that is a threat to TikTok's platform, and their agenda. But again, I'll get to that later. It was high school, and randomly in the middle of the ceremony, the same man in that suit came on the stage, and he said, "Everyone, I want you all to be aware of this new platform that we have. We're trying to get new people to join and create content." And then he pointed at me specifically, and he said, "And he's going to be one of our biggest stars." And that was it. I was very confused. Everyone around me was very confused. Again, I didn't think of anything of it. Fast forward again another 10 years, and here I am. I started a TikTok, completely forgot about all those experiences. Just because, I was interested in sharing my viewpoints. I was very interested in educating the people on my topics of focus, which are organic chemistry, Indigenous Irish literature, and Scientology. And so I was just interested in kind of sharing more information about that. And I think we need to democratize education and bring education to the masses, and that's what I was really focused on. Anyways, I started to develop my career on TikTok, and things kept continuing to happen that were kind of odd. I would get phone calls, and then they would hang up, phone calls, hang up. Someone on the street said to me, we're always watching, we're always watching. He just kind of whispered that to me and then kind of disappeared into the subway. And I thought that was really odd, but didn't think anything of it. Until finally, there was a knock at my door in the middle of the night. And the man in the suit with the lapel, the pin on his lapel, said, we wanted you to be a star. You were supposed to be one of our biggest stars. And stars don't talk about Indigenous Irish literature. And that's when I realized what was happening. I realized that I wasn't fitting the mold that they had imagined and envisioned for me ever since I was born, that I'd kind of followed the path that they had set up for me and kind of orchestrated my whole life around all of my relationships, all of my highs and lows, every opportunity, every bad experience, great experience, heartbreak, joy in my life was all manufactured by big TikTok. And I realized that then. And I realized I knew in my heart that I was going to be silenced. And lo and behold, a couple days later, I was silenced in my live after saying that I hate Irish people. So now I'm here on YouTube. I hope that YouTube is a platform where I can speak far more freely. I'm really hope to leave behind that chapter in my life. I hope that I've given them what they wanted. I hope that they see that I will never be the model creator that they were trying to mold and to shape. And hopefully on YouTube I can just be myself and share the educational insights that I have and the free thought that I've always tried to pursue across my career and now my career as an influencer. So again, guys, I'm so glad to have you on my channel. If you're coming from TikTok, I hope that you are as happy as I am to be able to converse freely on a new platform without orchestrations and bad actors trying to control our thoughts and our minds and our actions. So again, just like always, think freely, live freely, always keep an eye out for big TikTok, and also keep an eye out for new videos from me. And looking forward to really starting to grow a community here after the trauma that organization has caused me.